Hello, welcome back to Tarot by Andy. Thank you for being here. This is my vibrational reading. Please do your own research for entertainment purposes and allegedlys. I'd like to find out, what does Beyonce and Jay-Z think of Meghan and Harry now that it's been a while since they've met them at the Lion King premiere. They did post a birthday, that picture when they met. So I just want to see, what do they think of them now that this time has passed and so much has happened. Let's just find out what the energy is going to say here. In regards with her birthday, they did, do a nice little post of the meeting. So let's see. Here we go. What does Jay-Z and Beyonce think of Meghan and Harry now? What do they think of Meghan and Harry now? Boom. There we go. We got 10 of Pentacles. So that's family legacy. So they know that they are part of the royal family. So I would say that they did that because of the family legacy, because this is my family legacy card, the 10 of Pentacles. So this would be, a wealthy card, but as you could see, it is very much looks like the family legacy here, trying to leave money to create a legacy for themselves. So they realize they are trying to create a Hollywood legacy like themselves and trying to be in control. Wow, part of the royal family. I would say this is very royal here. And we have here the options in reverse. They don't have a lot of choices. So they think that since they left, they don't have a lot of choices. They went to new land. That's with the 3 of Wands. Not a lot of choices since they went to new land. And we have here the Hierophant, a married couple who is connected also to the firm. So this is very much a royal spread. And being able to manifest and get whatever they want. That's kind of the silver spoon. And we have here teamwork expansion as a result of the legacy, the connection, and people wanting to team up. So they figure people are going to want to team up with them as a result. And that's basically what happened. They basically talked Disney into letting Markle end up getting that voiceover for the elephants. And we have here Queen of Cups upright. I will put that over the legacy card. So they felt that Meghan actually loved being a royal, just absolutely loved it. And with over the Emperor, we have the Moon. So, but not liking the emotions and the control factor. So it made her very emotional and shadow energy and sort of an unplanned path. Okay, but we do know that it was pretty planned for her. So they don't know that much about her. I will say that. Okay. Then over the 7 of Pentacles, I have here the King of Swords in reverse, that quite possibly she wasn't liked with the King of Swords in reverse, corruption. So that maybe in fact they weren't given a lot of choices, that there's corruption involved. So it's looking like they're kind of buying the Kool-Aid. I'm going to put these here so that I can finish what I'm doing here. Okay, and then we have here, it created, going to new land created a tower crashing moment here that is in reverse, and they will never be able to fix it, is how they viewed that. And with the Hierophant, we have here triangulation and the 3 of Swords, which is, they created a heartache, vengeance and heartache and sorrow and divide. True. And with the Magician, they made it happen by leaving. They manifested it and they planned it, and that was not a last-minute decision, that they manifested this departure. And they also feel that they are very guarded with the Ace of Swords in reverse, and they're not super intelligent and have a lot of speaking engagements with the teamwork expansion here. And they're very guarded. So that's how they view them. Let's get under the surface here. I've got here, they felt that they were at a loss, any kind of conflict and emotional loss by being away, at least not Harry and Meghan, during that evening meeting that night. It was like well over a year ago. But they also picked up that they were not really a couple. So I would say the Lovers in reverse, that they did not I would say they did not care for them. I can ask the pendulum to see if that's Did they see them as not a couple? Did they see them as not a loving couple? Did they see them as not a loving couple? Did Beyonce and Jay-Z see Meghan and Harry as not a loving couple? Not a loving couple. Yes, yes. So they did not see them as actual lovers. So they picked up on the fact that there was this disconnect there between the two of them. And a lot of people say that. A lot of people say that about them when they observe them in restaurants and whatnot. Which brings me to the restaurant business. There was a post on Twitter about a waitress at Cory Vitiligo's restaurant where they put in new floors, and Markle came in when they were dating. And she basically said that no one recognized her, and she stomped her feet because nobody recognized her, and that Markle was very entitled and felt that she was better than everybody and very nasty, and she dreaded having to wait on her. Just everybody that worked there dreaded waiting on her, and they loved Cory because he's genuine, but felt that she was as phony as could be. So let's get some cards on that. Cory Vitiligo's staff. Cory Vitiligo's staff at his restaurant in Canada. Here we go. Cory Vitiligo's employees and how they felt truly about Markle when they were dating. The staff there at the restaurant. The staff at the restaurant. I'm not taking that one. I'm going to take this one. Here we go. Ooh, wow. They did not like her. They gave them nightmares. She's a nightmare. This is my nightmare card. So she's a nightmare. They did not want to wait on her. That's the nightmare card. That's losing sleep. Thinking about her coming in even. Oh, wow. Okay. Okay, the next card I have here is the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. They did not see her as a solo, independent, wealthy woman, that she was a fraud, a fake, and not too independent like she poses herself to be. And they see her as the Nine of Wands. So that is being very resilient and fast changes. So she was being very resilient and coming in and chasing after Cory. And then we have here trying to remove her burdens. So they felt that she was being resilient to remove some of her own burdens in life by connecting herself to him. And then we have here the Hermit. So basically they felt that she quite possibly could have been wise and smart. So they did see her as not as an idiot though. So they did not see her as totally stupid. So they felt she had some intelligence, some wisdom. Then I'm going to go here, but they felt that basically Cory would end up feeling a sense of emotional loss dating her. Over the Nine of Pentacles, I have here and exploring dark thoughts. Being with her would be a dark thought process. They didn't think that he should be with her, so the Devil in reverse. So they just thought that it was a bad idea and thought that, you know, it's going to end badly for him. And then with the Nine of Wands, we have here the Queen of Swords in reverse. They wanted her to zip it. They didn't want to hear her demands. They knew she was resilient, but they wished that she would just be quiet. They didn't want her nasty comments. And then we have here the burdens, removing burdens from herself. They wished that he did not support her. He did not want her. They did not want him to support her and give her the emotional support, and they did not want to be friends with her, and they didn't want to get to know her, and they wished that she would just be quiet. And then the next card I have here is back to the broken heart. They felt that with her savviness and her intellect, what she did have, she would be able to break his heart. So they did not care for her. That's not caring for her. Under the surface, I have here the Knight of Wands in reverse. They wanted him to lose the energy, enthusiasm for chasing after her or having her in his life. And then in the center of the situation, Wheel of Fortune in reverse. So they definitely felt that it was bad luck meeting her. They didn't like her at all, and they wanted the cycle to break. They wanted the cycle to totally break them up completely. So she was not liked in Cory Vitiligo's restaurant. So that was a post off of Twitter where it was through a feed, and this girl worked at Cory's restaurant. So she really gave it to her in this post, saying that she was really condescending and and really she just sounded like a real piece of work. As we all know, she's a bully, and so she bullies staff as well. She bullies staff everywhere she goes. She bullies, you know, dignitaries' wives. So why wouldn't she bully and be hard on a waitress, you know? So it's just nobody's off the table for her. Here we go. Let's get some more energy. Emotional loss. They felt that he would suffer an emotional loss with her. And we have here material and spiritual prosperity. So that she was just after the material and I wouldn't say spiritual, but she was after her own prosperity basically by connecting herself to him, and it would be an emotional loss at some point in time because she was bad news. They saw the bad news from a distance. They knew from a distance. That attitude, she had quite the attitude. And abundance, yeah, she was after the abundance of what he could offer her, connections, you know, to higher echelon people in the industry, just lots of connections. People that are chefs really are connected, so she was doing it for the connection. And here we go. Let's get some more energy on wisdom. What did Cory learn? What did Cory learn from dating Markle? What did Cory learn from dating Markle? What did Cory learn? He learned differences, black and white. He learned the differences. So I guess she gave him an education on Black History Month versus what it's like being part white and part black. That's how I see that. And so she did that with him as well. And to be successful as a part black and part white woman, and how she managed to turn her life into a success. So she probably made some stories up, and self-worth. So he felt that she had a lot of self-worth and that she, you know, maneuvered her way in a positive way. So I don't think he saw the negative side of her at this point in time. He probably was being too love bombed, and the sex was probably really good. And so they're able to, you know, pull back and keep that nasty side at bay until they're ready, until when they don't want you anymore and you've served all your purpose, and then that's when the mask drops. So the mask was still on, obviously. Here we go. And we have here official person, that she wanted to be official, possibly married to him. Under the surface, yes, marriage. She wanted marriage. She wanted to be officially married again. She made that very clear. And let's get some more. So yes, let's get some more. What else did Cory's experience go like? Cory's experience. Here we go. She was a very sunny disposition with him, and shine the light on the fact that she wanted to be very official and married, and him as the main focal point of her life. So she really did at some point in time really want him in a very bad way, until she decided she didn't. Somewhere along the line, he wasn't good enough. Let's get some more. And we have here is, yeah, there became obstacles. There was obstacles. Let's find out what was the obstacles. What was the obstacle? What was the obstacle? What was the obstacle? Obstacle was the key to unlocking a situation. So there was something that happened that was a burden. So something they didn't see eye to eye on was a burdensome, and they could not unlock it. They couldn't get past it. They couldn't open the door and get past the situation. So there was some sort of a major difference of opinion. Probably it could be, who knows, knowing Markle, it could be political. So let's ask, was it a political difference between her and Cory Vitiligo? Cory Vitiligo, was there a difference in political opinion between her and Cory Vitiligo? Yes. Yes. Was it on Black Lives Matter? Was it on Black Lives Matter? Yes. Was it about cultural differences? Was it about cultural differences? Yes. Yes. So she probably didn't be able to, she wasn't able to brainwash him into her thinking pattern, and that's a problem for a narcissist. If you don't think like them, you become the enemy. And that's why we see the Mountain card. They're very sensitive. They can be, just a simple disagreement can make them put them on the defense. So I feel that she went on the defense and started to probably devalue him at that point in time because he did not agree with her on political issues in regards to Black Lives Matter with this black and white. And I feel that has to do with race relations. The race relations conversation didn't go so well. I would think that I'm feeling that he does not think that there's much of a problem, that anyone can survive and make it in this world if they really wanted to, and that probably set her off. I don't think he probably was racist whatsoever. I think it was just that he probably felt that anyone can succeed if he can make it in the restaurant industry. Anyone can go become a chef and start cooking and make their dreams come true kind of mindset probably. So we also have here, and we have here the garden and the gate. And there were some social issues with her. Socially at parties, she probably embarrassed him, I feel. And then we have here, and then, yeah, she would love bomb everybody. She would love bomb everyone and act super caring and act like the angel of balance. So she would just go around and just love bomb everybody and just garner fuel. This is fuel. So he knew she was using him for fuel. I mean, this is fuel, 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 fuel. This is love bombing. This is total love bombing here. So she would love bomb everyone. It was really an exercise of gaining connections and fuel and using him as a source. Under the surface here, yeah, we have here man holding a coin in reverse. So she did not think he had enough money for her, so he was just a stepping stone. He was strictly a stepping stone and a door to romance. Wow. And then she ended up dating Harry. She ended up cheating on him and going out with Harry while she was still living with Cory Vitiligo. She had not moved out yet when she was dating Harry. She snuck out and she was dating Harry a few times, and then she dropped Cory. So, but it wasn't before, it was after. So we have figured that out. This came out a long time ago. So yeah, so that would be it. She definitely used him as just a stepping stone. And so they all picked up on it. The employees picked up on it. Nobody really cared for her and just basically saw right through her, as most people do, you know. Most service workers, employees can see right through it. It's just all the celebrities that are kind of like patting each other on the back when they do. But even those people are really pulling back. So yeah, interesting. I hope you enjoyed this. Until next time, like and subscribe. Bye, you guys.